it's time to say goodbye to another Disneyland Paris restaurant. Hi everyone, how's life and welcome to another one of my videos. So yes, another quick service restaurant in Disneyland Paris is closing in Disney Village. As you know, Disney Village has been going under a quite long renovation, exciting process for the past couple of years. We had Rosalie opening up at the end of 2023 and we've got plenty more to come. And as a result of that, quite a few things obviously have to close. And one of the victims, I guess, of this situation is New York style sandwiches. Now, as you can see, New York style sandwiches already looks pretty pitiful, but it's still open for another couple of days at the time of filming. And Sports Bar as well is going under refurbishment, but Sports Bar is going to stay. They're actually going to expand it, so that's why New York style sandwiches is going, because they're going to make Sports Bar bigger and nicer looking so that it can accommodate more people. It is a bit of a shame though, because even though New York style sandwiches has definitely never been one of my favorite quick service locations, I feel like it was always a good alternative to some of the other options in Disney Village, especially places like Earl of Sandwich. When that was too busy, this would often not be quite as busy, and it was reasonable prices as well. You could also get the Mickey pizzas, and I don't know why I'm saying could, because you still can. Like I said, it is still open for the next couple of days at the time of filming this, but very soon you won't be able to. And I like the fact that you could get the Mickey pizzas without entering the park. Now you can only get them in the park. I also feel like Disney Village lacks a lot of quick service options. I mean, we do have Earl of Sandwich, of course, at the very end behind Rainforest Cafe. Rosalie does have a little quick service option, and then that's kind of it. We've got Five Guys on the other side as well, but that's literally it. Every other restaurant you see in Disney Village is a sit-down table service restaurant or a buffet, unless you want to count McDonald's as well, which I guess that does count. But you know what I mean, in terms of actual Disney-themed quick service restaurants, I believe New York style sandwiches is actually the last one. So yeah, I think its absence will be felt a little bit in Disney Village after it's gone, especially as we already know what's going to happen to this area. Like I said, it's going to be, you know, joining the rest of Sports Bar, and Sports Bar is very popular, so I think that it's a good idea. Like, I understand why they're doing it. I just feel like Disney Village needs a few more quick service options, and so far we haven't had any announcements of any new quick service options coming to Disney Village. We've got a couple of new restaurants coming. There's going to be a new Italian restaurant replacing Planet Hollywood, which I also don't know how I feel about, especially because we already have Vapiano's next door, and Italian food is just so easy to find in Disneyland Paris already. I would have preferred something a little bit more different, but we'll have to wait and see. But as a little last goodbye thing at New York style sandwiches, they have actually released a new menu, which ironically is called Menu Happy End. American hot dog happy end menu, priced at 17 euros. So you can see it over here. It's a hot dog, chili, tomato, onion, coriander mix, melted cheddar cheese, and chimichurri sauces. Looks pretty good, I have to say. And at the 17 euros mark, you also do get a soft drink included and a dessert. And the dessert is a cupcake, raspberry pieces, and chips. Oh yeah, you also get fries. So I think actually, priced at 17 euros, this is what I'm talking about. Like, New York style sandwiches had some really reasonably priced options, quite filling too, and like very, what's the word I'm looking for, picky friendly. So if you're a picky eater, you would always be able to find something here. So yeah, I guess let's go and try it out. Also, the lighting here is really bad. So if you're seeing me in very random shades of red and pink, it's because there's loads of interesting looking lights happening from there. Now, as you can see, New York style sandwiches also does have a little terrace area with loads of tables and seats laid out. However, because it's a very cold evening, not a lot of people are choosing to eat outside, and actually the inside of the restaurant is very small. I'm hoping I'll be able to find, yeah, there's a couple of seats here and there. Yeah, it's very, very tiny in there. Just joined the queue to make my order, and you can see just how small the indoor area is. Only a handful of tables, and actually, as you can see, some of them are free. So clearly not the most popular of restaurants here. I can confidently tell you that in all my years of visiting Disneyland Paris, I think I've only ever eaten at New York style sandwiches maybe 3 times, and never indoors. Every time I've eaten here, I've gone outside because the weather's been nice. So I think tonight's going to be a first and a last. You can see they have a little message here, quite a few messages actually, about it being the last few days. This one says, "Chers clients, dear guests, leave us a final message before we close our doors for the final time." This is quite sad actually, and there you go. They're advertising the Mickey-shaped pizzas that you could get here, which don't worry, they're not going anywhere. You can still get them in the park, so it was just nice to be able to get them outside as well. All right, I've just ordered. They give you a number if you're eating inside, and you just wait for it to be called. But I thought I would also show you some of the desserts they have here. They do also sell the Mickey beignets here. So some donuts, pain au chocolat croissants in the morning, sandwiches, as the name suggests, New York style sandwiches, a variety of them actually, like quite a few different baguettes, and you can see some of the soft drinks up there as well. Also crepes apparently, I didn't even know that. You can get crepes here. And whilst we wait for our food to be prepared, I thought I would show you the theming of this very small restaurant here. It's quite subtle, but it's meant to be New York. It gives me very old school vibes, you know, and that seems to be exactly what Disney is trying to get away from with Disney Village, with the remodeling of Disney Village. So no surprises this is going. And I'm sorry, but how beautiful is this as well? You can get as many mayonnaises or ketchups or sauces as possible, and that's something that doesn't happen in most of the quick service restaurants in Disneyland Paris. So that's going to be missed as well. Just having a closer look at some of these posters up here, and it's really cool. There seem to be musical posters, the majority of them. They've even got Annie over here, 42nd Street, Dreamgirls. Yeah, it's a nice nod to New York City. And my food has just been prepared. Look at that. Lord have mercy, I did not expect it to be so big. This is huge. No, like seriously, this is massive, especially for 17 euros. We're gonna put the dessert on the side for now. It does look pretty cool though with the guitar. But then this hot dog, which has so much chili on there. I think some cheese sauce, and then the bread is like a pretzel type bread. Oh, it's nice and warm as well, which I appreciate. There seems to be some fries underneath the hot dog as well as some extra fries on the side. So plenty of fries, like almost too much. And then you've actually got the hot dog itself underneath the chili. So there is a beef hot dog in there as well. This is very hearty. This is a lot, and I'm hoping it's going to taste nice as well. Just for size comparison, by the way, this is me and this is the hot dog. This thing is big. It's huge. Don't you worry, I did also pick up something like 4 mayonnaise sachets. Definitely not going to be using all of them. But yeah, this is going to be, oh, look, there's like fries dropping from the bottom of this hot dog. I was going to say this is going to be a pretty messy eat, I think. And the thing is, it's still hot. I've had it sat here for about 5 minutes, taking photos of it, filming it, and yet the bread especially still feels nice and warm, which is good. That again isn't something that always happens in quick service locations in Disneyland Paris. So food-wise, I feel like this place has always been pretty consistently good. We're going to give it a go though. Pretty sure I got some of the chili on my nose, but it's delicious. From my first bite, I can tell you, the chili especially is so beautiful and warm and hearty and flavorful. Disneyland Paris has pretty good chili anyway, and then you've got the hot dog on the bottom, which mixes very well with the chili. The bread too is absolutely delicious. So overall, I would give this a 10 out of 10. This is a really nice quick service meal, and for 17 euros, you've got so much fries. This is not the only fries I've got. I've literally got another package of them. I feel like I'm in Five Guys suddenly. And you get a dessert and a soft drink. Wow. It's a shame it's leaving, so I can't even really recommend this to you unless you come to Disneyland Paris before the 1st of December, 2024. I'm not even sure when this video is going up. I'm filming it on the 29th of November, in case you're wondering. So in 2 days' time, that's it. It's the end of New York style sandwiches forever. But yeah, I'm going to continue enjoying this, and then we'll get to the dessert. It is almost 8 p.m. now. So a lot of people have just left. It actually did get busy for a little bit of time because it was like prime eating time, and now people are heading back to the park to watch the fireworks, I guess, I presume. I need you to know that I am so full, but also something that I never thought I would say. This chili happy ending hot dog that I had, the whole meal with the fries and everything, I haven't tried the dessert yet. We're going to do that in a bit. But the hot dog on its own, one of the best quick service meals I've ever had in Disneyland Paris, legitimately. And I cannot believe I'm saying this. New York style sandwiches of all places, such an underrated restaurant. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, I have mentioned this restaurant quite a few times. Even in my top tips for first timers in Disneyland Paris, I did say that, you know, this is a good place to come if you want to get the Mickey pizzas without having to wait for too long in the park. So it's not like I haven't talked about it, you know, a little bit. But maybe I should have talked about it more. Maybe I should have come here more myself. I think, like I said, I've only been here 2 or 3 times. This might be my 4th time only, and my first time sitting indoors. But yeah, that food, at least the happy ending menu was really good. Everything else they have is probably not quite as good, like the classic Mickey-shaped pizzas, which actually shout out to a couple of lovely girls that I met from Scotland. They were from Glasgow. They were sat next to me. We had a lovely chat. Teresa and Debbie, I want to say. I hope I didn't forget their names. Anyway, they both had the Mickey pizzas and they loved it. So yeah, they obviously do all the classic stuff and sandwiches and things like that. But that hot dog legitimately was something special. I'm also very tired, so I don't know. I was chatting to them, and after they left, I suddenly was like, I need to chat to you, because otherwise I will probably fall asleep. I've had very little sleep over the past like 2 weeks. Anyway, we do still have this cupcake to try though, and just from like holding it, it feels nice and soft. Again, something that doesn't often happen with Disneyland Paris cupcake, so I have high hopes for it. It's meant to have some raspberry something in it, and then just some cream on top. This probably is just like white chocolate. Nice little blue guitar. There we have it. Let's try the guitar first. The guitar tastes a little bit like raspberry as well. I'm guessing because there's some kind of raspberry sauce on top of the cupcake. Let's open it up. There you go. Here's a better look at the cupcake. It feels so nice and soft. Let's see if it tastes just as good. Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of raspberry flavored things. I don't mind raspberry on its own, but I don't necessarily like raspberry flavored things, as I mentioned. Don't know why I just repeated myself, but despite that, I enjoyed this. Like the first bite, really good. The cream on top is mainly what the raspberry flavor is in, but it's really delicious. And the cupcake itself, look at that. Look how nice and soft it is. That is so good. Wow. Wow. They're making me miss it. Like I didn't even think I was gonna miss this restaurant, but after having this final happy end meal, I will miss it. And like I said, there will be a gap in the Disney Village area with this gone because of the fact that it was a quick service restaurant. Even tonight, just from being sat here for the past 45 minutes or so, I've heard so many people come here to get their foods to go, like takeaway, which you can do because it's quick service. You can come here, order a Mickey pizza, and then take it to your hotel, which is something that, again, you really won't be able to do with somewhere like Rosalie or Vapiano's or the, what's it called, the Royal Pub. Like the sit-down restaurants, it's not quite as easy to go there and just be like, oh, I want something to go. You might be able to like dine there, start your food, and then take the rest of it home or back to your hotel. But yeah, I really hope that Disneyland Paris thinks of building something just as good as this, if not better, like hopefully much better than this, quick service wise in Disney Village. We need this. Like, please, Disneyland Paris, don't forget about quick service options. We need them just as much as we need table service options. And like I said, Disney Village has had loads of, revamps over the past couple of years already, and Rosalie opened last year, and it's been a success, and it's one of my favorite table services in Disney Village. And like I said, with Planet Hollywood gone as well, we are going to be getting another table service there. Royal Pub opened up in 2023 too, taking the place of King Ludwig's Castle. So yeah, we have loads of table service restaurants. We need more quick service ones. But yeah, I'm gonna continue eating this, and I'll talk to you again after I'm done. Before we go, here's one last look at New York style sandwiches, and it's actually really nice to see so many people in here right now. And I don't want you to get the wrong idea. It's not like this place was always empty. In fact, quite often it would be very difficult to find a place to eat inside because of how small it is. It's just it wasn't as popular as some of the other options they could find here, including Earl of Sandwiches and even McDonald's. And I understand because McDonald's is a name that people recognize and it's still cheaper than Earl of Sandwich. Not Earl of Sandwich. Oh, your dog came through. Not Earl of Sandwich, New York style sandwiches. But yeah, I am gonna, leave this restaurant incredibly full. And I want to share a little memory that I have from this restaurant, which might be a little bit personal, but I kind of want to just, share it because it's something that I'm feeling right now. And I remember in 2022, I came here to this restaurant, New York style sandwiches, to do a full-on review of the restaurant. Like I used to do proper reviews of every single restaurant, and I still have them on my channel. You can check them out. Literally every single Disneyland Paris restaurant that you can think of, I've made a video about it, fully going into detail, showing you all the menu, etc. And in 2022, March or April of 2022, I was filming that, and it was, I think, maybe like 7 or 8 p.m. and I was sat here. It was beautiful weather, and that's when I kind of got the call that my granddad was gonna pass away, that things had taken a turn for the worse in hospital. It was very sad, like obviously, but I don't know. I actually don't even know why I share that. It's something that just has always stayed with me. Anytime I walk past New York style sandwiches since April of 2022 when that awful text came through, and obviously I left the following morning. It was late at night, so the earliest plane I could catch to go and see him at the hospital. And yeah, I guess I want to dedicate this video to my granddad because it's in his memory. Like I said, anytime I walk past this restaurant, it reminds me of him, and I love him and I miss him. So yeah, my granddad was a very, very special man. He was almost like a father figure to me. We were very close, and this is him. In case you're wondering, you may have actually seen his face every now and again because he's been on my phone ever since 2022. And yeah, I am not going to make this more emotional. I just wanted to think of him and give his name to you because he was and will always be special to me. Without further ado though, I was going to end the vlog, but I think because this is actually my last night at Disneyland Paris on this trip, I'm going to head back to my hotel and maybe end it there. I don't know. I don't actually even know why. Because mainly I want to walk that way so I can show you what Planet Hollywood looks like. Because believe it or not, the whole beautiful spherical building is gone. And I mean, there's so much change going on in Disney Village right now. So much work, as you can see. Loads of things like this. And oh, hi, hello, how are you? No, I don't really mention that I'm sorry for that abrupt cut. I just bumped into our Wilding Adventures on YouTube. You can check them out. They're here for the first time with their baby, their little 4-month-old baby. So it was cute, first time meeting them in person. They have a YouTube channel as well on Instagram. Some of you may already know them. If not though, go and check them out. They do a lot of Disney content as well. But I can't remember what I was talking about beforehand. Oh yeah, Planet Hollywood, which, as you can see, it's not there. Literally, how strange is this? I feel like as Disneyland Paris fans, we've all become used to seeing this massive spherical building, circular building here called Planet Hollywood for the past, I don't even know how long, like 20 years or something. And they've dismantled the whole thing. It is gone. And like I said, in replacement for that, they're going to be building an Italian restaurant. So I'm sure we're going to be hearing more about that in the next year or so. But I think I am actually going to love you and leave you here. I was going to take you back to my hotel, and I'm staying off-site in Rudder Spot, in case you're interested on this trip. But I just feel like the battery's low. It's literally flashing at me, and there's not going to be much point in me taking you to the hotel anyway. Actually, never mind. We are going to do a very quick Rudder Spa moment, because as soon as I entered my room, I had a couple of little gifts and surprises, which I thought I would show you, because shout out to Roller Spa, truly, and the management team. So firstly here, there's a little note that says, "Dear Miss Nasseri, we wish you a wonderful stay at Roller Spa. We are at your service for any further information. Best regards, Roller Spa team," which is very, very kind. I love staying in this hotel. And then here, we've got a little, I guess, gift package, snack situation. Again, there's a little note. Ah, this is so sweet. And we have a bowl of fruits, green apple, my favorite, prefer green to red. They've also given me some drinks over here, which is nice. And then I think this might be chocolates potentially. I'm going to open it up in a bit. And this looks very interesting. I'm trying to take it out one-handedly. It's a little bit difficult. I am so curious. Oh, is it like one of their spa treatments? Yeah, I just slipped it open, and it kind of is. Oh, that is so, so sweet. So this is the brand that they actually use at Roller Spa. I've never been to their spa. I've stayed here multiple times, but generally when I'm here, I'm obviously here to film content in Disneyland Paris, so I don't have much time to do anything else in the hotel, but they do have a really wonderful swimming pool and spa treatment, so definitely going to use this. This is amazing. Big shout out to Roller Spa. Thank you so much. Let's go back to past Sam now in Disney Village. If you want to see a little bit of the hotel, the room that I'm staying at, check out my previous video. I'll leave the link down below. It's a good one. But also I want to give a huge shout out to my lovely Patreon members and my YouTube members. Subscribe for more videos. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.